Hello, welcome back. Freddy the Shed. In this video we are looking at this BOSCH Easy Shear. We're going to open the box in a minute, have a look what's inside, and then we'll take it outside and give it a test. This is a two-purpose tool. Comes with two different blades, as you can see. First is a simple cutting shear for doing the grass edges around your lawn once you've used your lawnmower. Then it comes with a shrub cutter. It's not a hedge cutter, it looks like a hedge cutter, but it's a shrub cutter, just a lightweight blade there for shrubs up to a maximum of 8mm in diameter on the stems. But let's have a look and see what we get in the box. So firstly, the instructions. I mean, it's quite a big book, to be honest. There's loads of different languages, but once you sort of delve into it, it's quite easy to understand, very nicely laid out. I did like that. And yeah, here's the tool itself. This is what you get in the box. Now, one thing, because I have looked at this previously, one thing I was a little bit surprised about, it charges up via a 5-volt USB lead, which is quite good, but they do not supply you with the wall socket charger. Now, I know everybody has got mobile phones and iPads and everything like that, and I know we've got a lot of these chargers around, but to be honest, this isn't the cheapest model on the market, so I thought it was a little bit stingy, a little bit tight, that they didn't give you a dedicated wall socket charger, but well, that's the nature of the beast there. So here's the tool itself. It's quite light in the hand. I don't know the exact weight, but it's certainly not heavy. There's not an awful lot to it, to be honest. You have a safety sort of switch there that you have to hold in when you initially turn it on. As you can see, you've got an LED that comes on, very simple. When the green light comes on, you know that you've got enough charge. It will turn red once you get down to 30% of battery life, and then you know you have to charge it up. Takes about 4 hours, I believe, for a full charge from a flat battery. It's a 3.6 lithium ion battery, 1.5 amp hours, so it's not a massive battery. I believe it's a single piece and it's contained in the handle. It's not removable, so it's one of those tools that when the battery is depleted, hopefully in a long time, then yeah, that's the end of the tool. It would have been nice maybe if they could have done an extra sort of battery where you could unplug the first battery, put in the second battery. That would extend the usage of the tool, but unfortunately no, it's a single use battery. As far as the charging goes, there's the port in the back there where you plug in. It's just a standard mini USB cable, like we've got loads of those hanging around. It does have ECP protection, which means there's no risk of overcharging it, so you can just leave it permanently on charge if you like, and it will be ready when you want to use it. Change between the cutting blades, it's pretty simple really. Just push this little button here, take off the bottom plate, remove the blade. It's worth noting that they've got some grease here just around the sort of rotating part of the motor. I think that's probably something that I would tend to just apply a little bit of grease every now and then. And then you get your new blade, line it up, push it in there, and then simply line, there's two little lines on the bottom plate there, line that up, and that's it, and you're ready to go. So yeah, very easy, very simple to use. The blades themselves look high quality. Now there are cheaper models than this on the market, but I would say that these cutting edges, get that into the camera there, can you see? It does look, yeah, it does look very high quality. I think you do get what you pay for. Shame that you can't get a second battery for it, that's the only thing. Right, there we go. I think I've shown it to you. Not that much to it really. I think we'll take it outside and we'll give it a test on the grass, and then find a suitable bush and we'll give a little trim, see how it works. Typical situation, we can use the grass shears here. I've got these pots water feature down the bottom of my garden, and the mower doesn't go in tight enough, always leaves a few edges, and it's a real hard job to use shears. I just find it a little bit back-breaking, but this was quite pleasurable to use. It's done a very good job here. So I'll just shut up and you can hear the tool in action. Very impressed by the finish that I got on the front here. I probably couldn't have done as well with shears. Now I did have a problem, and it's entirely my fault, but I'll show it to you anyway. So moving around the back here, you see this black plastic post. Well, unfortunately I caught it in the blades and the whole thing jammed. At this stage I thought I'd really buggered it. It was really jammed, and I took the blades out and made sure that the mechanism was still moving, and that seemed absolutely fine, but it just didn't really want to start working again. That could have been the end of the video, but in the end I persevered, and I managed to get the motor turning without the blades attached, just by overriding a little safety switch. And then after that I put everything back together. I'm pleased to say that it did start working. So just, yeah, note to self, if you buy one of these, just be a little bit careful you don't ram it into a brick or something very, very hard, because it appears to jam quite easily. Next I tried the BOSCH pruner blade, and we thought we'd have a go at the bamboo here. This is always quite tricky to cut with head shears, and yeah, once again it had no problems. I just stayed away from the big stems this time, but yeah, it's very easy to get in there and shape the bamboo. Quite pleasurable to use. And then finally, one job that I really hate is where you get this bush grows through the fence at the side of my garden. So yeah, very impressed, went along, took all of this down, no problem, no hesitation. Really impressed with this. Wow, we're going to stop there. Really hot out in the garden today, 32 degrees, quite hot for the UK. So first impressions, I'm actually really impressed with it. It coped with everything I asked of it out there. I've only run it for about 15 minutes, but I'm still showing a green light, which means I've still got 70% or so of battery power. I don't know why it really stopped. I think playing the video back, I may have just caught that black plastic support sort of rod with the grass cutter there, and it obviously caused a slight problem with the alignment, I think, on the motor. But as I say, I had to take, as you saw, take it apart, put it all back in, and it's working absolutely fine. But other than that, yeah, it's a good tool. I mean, especially this cutter, I was impressed how well this worked. It's not always convenient to get the hedge cutters out when you've just finished cutting the lawn and go along and do the edges. I'm not that keen on strimmers as well. They make a real mess, and you spend ages trying to get the string to get on the coil there. So yeah, overall, not the cheapest on the market, that's for sure, but it seems nicely made. I mean, long term, how long the battery lasts, I don't know. I do know my mother has one of these. She's had it for a number of years, and hers is still going strong. It's a lightweight tool. You're only going to use it just for sort of tidying up around the edges. Anything heavier than that, you need to get your proper battery electric hedge cutters. But yeah, overall, gets a thread in the shed. Thumbs up for the old BOSCH Easy Shear. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this video has been useful. I'll leave a little link at the end to my little chainsaw video that I did, Black & Decker. You might be interested in that. But as for now, as always, cheers, thanks for your view time. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one.